Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willowvine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. Sorry I haven't been on in a minute, or it's been kind of here and there and sporadic. I've got a lot going on, been very, very busy, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon, just saying, because my granddaughter will be born before you know it. Just saying, it's crazy. Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. Anyways. So, let's see here. I have some cards pulled that I pulled, I believe it was yesterday morning, and I didn't even read them. I just pulled them, and I heard leave them there. So I'm like, okay. And I walked away, and then I sat down to do this reading, and I was going to pick it up, put it away so that I could, fresh energy or whatever. And I heard leave them, don't pick them up, leave it there. Don't pick it up, leave it there. So maybe somebody doesn't want to touch something, or it's almost making me think of like, when someone else makes a mess and it's like, don't go clean up that mess. That person needs to clean it up. Like, don't touch it. So there could be a messy situation here for some of you that has gone on, because we do have the Five of Wands. We have the Devil and the High Priestess. Well, the Ace of Wands is here, as well as the Road Less Traveled, which experiences is popping out to me with unknown direction. So it's like feeling kind of lost, not knowing which way to go. And maybe that's how you felt in the past, because this feels like a mess that was already made. So there's a mess that was created for someone, around someone, whatever, but it ain't your mess. So don't pick it up. Don't clean it up. This is not your mess to clean up, is basically what I'm getting with this right now. Whoever created this disaster, they're the ones that need to clean it up, apparently. There's something that needs to be said here, but I feel like you've spoken up about whatever this is, whether it was one time to one person to many, or many times. But I feel like the truth has been revealed. Something was illuminated to more than one person through messages. Some of these messages could have been psychic messages with the High Priestess energy here, but I feel like a problem is being shown. So a problematic person, or whatever this mess is, it's like, well, everyone knows where the fuck it came from now, that kind of thing. Okay, what I want to say is, part of this mess is there was someone sending you messages. It could be literal messages, or psychic messages, telepathic messages, whatever. And it was confusing, because I feel like mixed signals almost. So people do that to us all the time, you know what I mean? So it's either someone was sending you mixed signals, mixed messages, saying one thing, doing another, or retracting what they say, that kind of crap. I feel that in here, so it could be a little of both. But I also feel like picking up on something and then going, wait a minute, that's not really going on, or that don't make sense. Like, what the fuck is that about? That type of stuff is part of this mess. I don't feel like you're paying attention to it anymore, or even speaking to whoever this person is or these people are. There could be 5, 6, possibly 7 people involved in the situation, or who are in the know, I guess. Something feels like too much. So whatever this conflict is, it's like washing your hands of it, because with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, it's like, I'm not investing in this shit. I'm not paying no mind to any of these messages, to what people say, to the situation. It's your fucking mess, clean it up yourself. That's really what it feels like, because there is a level of rejection here under the Ace of Swords. This feels like someone's up in their head over the truth. This could have been you once upon a time. Like, what the hell is all this about? What is this conflict? What? I don't understand. I don't know. Something's confusing. Is that touching the table? It keeps shaking. That happened last time too. But anyways, I feel like I'm thinking, like, what the hell's going on here? I'm trying to figure something out. And that feels like it could have been your energy at one point. Because I don't really think that you're in this energy anymore. But somebody else is. Somebody else is thinking about the truth. about some type of illumination. I don't know, there's a spiral effect here, is what I just heard, whatever that means. Um, Someone was speaking to the problem, but they weren't speaking to you. So they were getting their information from a shitty source, basically, no matter what this information is. And I feel like they might have received the truth from you or through you somehow. Could be online, could be on social media, or they caught wind of something and they're like, oh, let me think about this for a minute. Yeah, somebody's feeling lost. I kind of feel like maybe you felt that way once upon a time, and whoever this is going, I was definitely lost at the time because I don't know, the freaking GPS threw this person way off course, and they went down a bad path. They followed the wrong directions. So somebody could have been directing another person to do or say whatever, to be part of whatever, because there's puppet master energy here with the devil. And it's like, oh shit, I typed in the wrong address. That kind of thing. That's really what it feels like. So I guess that's where we're starting with this, and now I can pick this. Now I can pick this shit up and fucking throw it away, apparently. So let's see what's going on for everyone. I do feel like this problem will resolve itself. Like someone will clean up the mess they made ultimately, and I feel like you just won't be part of it. So whatever damage was done in this situation, like the air will be cleared, so maybe somebody will apologize or come in and speak to you, or something along those lines. But even if nobody says a fucking word to anybody, it feels like it's just done. I just heard dust be done, yeah, so it's like it's over with, basically. It's just a thing of the past, a distant memory that's fading away, that needed to fade away, basically. Because you learned whatever lessons you needed to learn in the situation. You're strong or stronger than you once were because of whatever happened here. And you're not sitting in that toxic energy where you're going round and round in your head, or being combative or vindictive or anything like that. This just kind of feels like, well, that was a stupid move on your part, Guess you'll have to learn. That kind of thing. It's something like that, which I'll get one of these in a minute, but let's do this first. Oh my God, I miss you so much. That's what I want to say right now. I miss my tribe every day when I can't be on here, when I can't talk to you guys. But somebody misses you. I miss you so much. Okay. So there's someone in this energy who misses you and you haven't spoken to him in a while. I don't know if that's romantically speaking or if that's, just anyone in your life. The power of 3. I was just thinking of this card too. Winged seer, you see clearly, clairvoyance. You probably know that somebody misses you. Because I don't really feel like that's your energy that you're putting out to someone. What goes around comes around, and that's not just bad stuff, the good karma and the good things you put out into the positive energy that you put out into the universe, the helpful things that you do for other people, just the loving energy that does return to you as well. It might not return in the form you want it to or you thought it would. So like, say you're interested in a certain person and you want that love to be returned to you, whatever love you showed them or showed whoever the hell you were with in the past, that will come back to you in the form that's necessary, in the loving form that will love you, like truly. Something's changing, and it does feel good. So all that good that you're putting out there, even if you didn't get it back or you rarely did, it's coming to you. You see something positive headed your way. You probably feel it, even if you don't know exactly what it is. It could be something that you've prayed for, because you've grown a lot in this situation. You handle things very differently than you would have in the past, than you have in the past, you know? True power comes from within. There's also a strong sense of faith here, you know, like whatever's meant to be will be. You know, if it's part of God's plan, your higher power's plan, then it will work out for you. So the things that kind of go to the wayside, that don't work out, the rejections, you look at stuff like that very differently. So it's like, you know, once upon a time I would have been, you know, tore up about this, or this would have really affected me, but, you know, it just, I guess it wasn't for me, or I'm better off without so and so, without this situation. Even if I can't see it today, tomorrow's a brighter day. I don't know. I feel like someone thinking like that, which is very positive and very powerful, because that shows strength, I'm just going to say. And I'm not saying that you don't get angry, you don't get sad and whatever, because we all experience those emotions. You just don't allow those emotions to consume you, so it doesn't fuck up your day, you know? It doesn't wreck you. You feel it and then you release it, kind of thing. Because it's okay to feel feelings like that. It's how we handle it and how we react and all that crap. I just don't feel like you're very reactive. So you play your cards right. You're very intelligent, and you make power moves in situations, because you know who and what is worth your time, even if you didn't always know. There's a better understanding of what you deserve now, which is great. I just heard, which is why this is coming around. That's why this positive situation is coming around, like love, new connections, new friendships, something beautiful on the horizon here, you know, that kind of thing. I feel that in here, but there's something else coming back around. And it's not necessarily a test either. It's more, I just saw something along the line. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I really liked the saying, because I usually say, you know, when things come back around, it's a lesson to see if you've learned your lesson, you know, it's a test to see if you've learned your lesson. Like, are you going to repeat history, kind of thing? But this was like, it said something along the lines of, when bad situations come up or history repeats itself, this is not word for word, by the way, don't think of it as a test or a lesson. Think of it as your higher power showing you how much you've grown. So, like, however you act or react to something shows your strength, shows how far you've come, depending on your reaction to said situation or person. Because I feel like there's a change in the way that you handle things, and it's a positive change. Trust in the process. I feel like most of you have. And you know that you don't have to give your trust to just everyone or to anyone. You know what I mean? Because there's like trust. Some people say trust must be earned, and I truly feel that way. But I used to say, I will trust you until you prove me otherwise. But that's kind of a naive approach if you think about it, because you can put your trust in some really shitty people. You should make them earn your trust, because that shouldn't be given away freely. It just shouldn't be, because a lot of people take advantage of it when you do that. So, you know, it's like, be smart and err on the side of caution with people until they show you that they're trustworthy. That doesn't mean you have to be arrogant or butthole, you know. It just has to do with trust. Because you can't break your trust if you don't trust them in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? And it's not I'm never going to trust you, or I can't trust you because I have this past baggage bullshit weighing me down. No, it's not trust issues. It's making people prove themselves, basically. There's a difference. Someone with trust issues who hasn't worked through that stuff, they'll just never trust you even if you are trustworthy, because they got to work through their own insecurities, you know, because they've been wronged in the past and haven't let it go. And that's within them. That's not an external thing at all. There's lots of lessons in here for some reason. You're being reminded of certain lessons that you've learned already. You know, shit you've gone through, basically. Magic! I fucking love this card. This is like one of my favorite cards in this entire deck. And I haven't used this deck much. Make a wish, because it will be granted. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Yeah, I do feel like magic surrounds a lot of you at this time, because you're just in that energy. You're going to start noticing a lot of changes occurring. I don't know, I feel like there's some that are subtle that will turn into something big, but I don't know, I just feel like, whoa, this is different. You know how sometimes you just get so used to somebody, and no matter who they are to you, it could just be a friend or a family member, and you just know how they are to a T. They always act or react a certain way, and or they always have every time you've talked to them or associated with them, whatever. And you're just like, yeah, if I say this or if I do this, I know exactly what they're going to do or what they're going to say. They're going to flip out or whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, they just don't. They don't do that anymore. And you're going to go, yeah, your attitude changed. Like, you have a different perspective now. Something's different within you. There's one change. And you know what I mean? It'll be little things like that, which that's pretty massive, actually. But someone's going to start noticing changes within the people around them and just their life in general, like how things happen and unfold for you as well. You know, like, say you had to work really hard to get to where you're at, or you always had to put a lot of effort into stuff, you know, whatever it is. And now things are coming more easily to you. So it's like there's a lot less energy being expelled here, you know. I feel like I can do everything I've done before without getting exhausted, because you're not, there's a different word I want to use besides expelled, because I'm not like exerting all this extra energy that I was exerting once before to achieve all of this, even if it's day-to-day stuff. So some of you might be starting like a workout routine, or, you know, just living a healthier lifestyle, and you're noticing you're feeling better, so you can do more, or you can do the same without feeling like shit, kind of thing. It feels like something like that, even if you're not changing your lifestyle around or anything like that. It just feels like something's coming. It's like more, it's easier. It's coming to you in a smoother way. That could pertain to psychic messages and your intuition as well, where maybe it was confusing before, and now it's just like, okay, well, we just go with the flow kind of thing, and it comes in and it goes out, and there's an ebb and flow to it, where it's not as draining as it once was, because sometimes working with your gifts can be very draining. And if you're a reader for the public, you can understand that. There are definitely moments where that still happens to me, but I remember where I could only do like 1 or 2 readings a day, and I would just be like, I could go take a fucking nap. But that's when I was like really first getting into it. So you kind of got to get used to something, but practice always makes perfect. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel that in here, but this almost feels like with the flip of a switch. It's just, wow, that lifted. So whoever was in that devil energy or had that devil energy around them, that has lifted. And it feels, I don't know, just things feel smoother. Smooth sailing. Yeah, you're fucking strong ass bitch. Just saying. Action. Some of you could have taken magical action, so you could practice certain rituals, which a million and one things can be a ritual. Hell, getting up and making your bed every day could be a ritual. It is technically, but magic comes in many forms, and it's your intention. And I feel like whoever I'm speaking to has positive, pure intentions, so any practices as such would not be done for evil purposes. You know what I mean? There's a call to action, is what I just heard. Someone's coming out of the woods. Because if you think about it, the way I'm thinking about it, the way I'm picturing it, is the woods are kind of dark. Even if it's sunny outside or the sun's starting to set, and you can still see, but you can't see everything because, you know, there are shadows and trees everywhere and whatever. So it's almost like, because I kind of feel like I'm spinning in circles and there's trees all around, and it's like, which way do where do I go? Where's the path? It's like, I can see little glimpses of something, but I don't know exactly what it is. That's how your intuition works sometimes. But I'm seeing like this light. This is part of a change for someone where you'd get those little hits, those blips, those glimpses. Now all of a sudden, you have the guidance. And it's clear as fucking day. Even in the middle of the night, you know? So if you're standing in nothing but darkness, there comes the light and the information. And you are strong enough to receive this, I'm just going to say. You're strong enough to receive this information even on subject matters that you don't want to talk about or that you don't like. Because whatever comes up, you're being guided to know. Even if you don't understand why. Like, for example, when I did that share, it's still on Patreon. I took it off YouTube. Over 200 people saw it, which is totally fine. But it was just meant for Patreon. And the night that I shared it, because it had taken like 4 days to upload, and the night that I did share it, I was like, you know, fuck it. I'll put it on YouTube while I go to sleep, right before I go to bed. And it was like an hour or two before I went to bed, and then I'll, you know, set it back to Patreon in the morning, and that's what I did. So I'm not upset with who saw anything, because obviously I fucking shared it, and it was all true. But in that video, because I don't know, I'm saying that because I don't know if how many of you saw it, you know what I mean? Because I don't know how many of you were on my Patreon versus how many of you caught it while it was on YouTube. But I think it was called like My Experience and some other crap. I can't remember what else I said, like as the title. And anyways, it's like when I said being guided to certain information that you might not understand why you pick up on certain things, or why you know whatever this is, or whatever the hell we're talking about here, or whatever's going to come up, like certain subject matters, I'll say. Because I do read for a lot of readers, a lot of light workers. You guys tell me in the comments all the time or in the email. But it's like when I picked up on that Diddy stuff, or when I've picked up on Michael Jackson's death. I didn't pick up on Prince's death, but I was drawn to watch about how he fucking died in that whole situation. And there's so many connections, especially in all that shit, just saying. But anyways, I picked up on celebrity things, Abraham Lincoln even, you know. But regardless, there was a reason as to why. And I feel like, because I don't know why right now, but some of it, especially like with Lincoln and Mary Todd, his wife, the day I picked up on that stuff was the death date or the anniversary of Mary Todd's death. And I didn't even know how she died, because I mean, I knew stuff about Lincoln because he's my favorite president. He's the 16th president as well. Tower, boom, there you go. Anyways, I knew some stuff, but I didn't know the details, especially surrounding his death. Like, I knew he got shot in the theater and all that stuff, but I didn't know, you know, that he got taken like across the street and was dying into bed. I didn't know where the exact wound was, but I felt like I could feel it in my head. I was like, I'm being reminded of this because my eye just started going wonky. It was doing that while I was talking about action when I first picked up this card, but I was trying not to make it noticeable on camera because I'm like trying to blink it away. But anyways, I was feeling like almost like I was losing my vision in one eye, and the pressure, like severe sinus pressure, and I had my head hurt back here too, like my whole head fucking hurt. But it was like, anyways, I felt that way that day when I did that reading, and this was a few years ago, and it was weird because I had felt that way first the night before or the day before or something, and I didn't fully think of him, but then something popped in my head that made me think of Abraham Lincoln. I think it was a fucking penny, and I'm like, oh, Lincoln, the $5 bill too, and I was like, Then I started looking into him after, well, no, it was right before I did the reading, because that's why I jumped on camera the next day, because I didn't look it up that day. I'm just like, this is weird, what the fuck am I feeling, kind of thing. And then went to sleep the next day, woke up, and I started feeling like Mary Todd did when she died. And I was actually acting like her, being weird, peeking out my windows like I didn't want to be seen. I was hiding away. Like, it was weird. I can't remember every fucking detail, and that's not what this reading's about. But there were things like that leading up to that day. And then I finally was like, I'm gonna fucking look up Lincoln. I just want to watch something about him. I originally wanted to watch the Lincoln movie, which I've seen 10 million fucking times, just saying. I love that movie. But anyways, I'm a weirdo. I like history stuff and ancient aliens and all that shit, but it's interesting. Just saying, it's history. So, anyways, I looked him up, and then I just about shit my pants. I'm like, what? That's how, because the video that I clicked on was something on YouTube, and it was like the history of him, but it was surrounding his death. So I'm like, yeah, I want to know. No, it wasn't. It was on Netflix. Whatever. It was somewhere. I watched it. And because this was a few years ago, so I don't remember the exact fucking device I was watching it on. But I'm going, oh, the history around Lincoln's death. Yeah, I wanna know the deets, because I watch murder shit too. But anyway, so I'm watching this, and I kept pausing it and talking to myself like, oh, that's how it's feeling. Holy shit, like, if it, oh my God, that kind of crap. There was so many details that I picked up on about it that I never knew. And a lot of people could be like, oh yeah, right, it does, that happened so long ago, and it's in our history, you could have found the knowledge anywhere. Yeah, no shit, I did, and that's what confirmed it for me. So that wasn't like a confirmation for like other people. It was a confirmation for me because that's what I was feeling, but it was a cool experience, so I shared it. Because that's what I do with experiences like that. It's not to prove myself, it's to be like, holy shit. Because it's exciting. And you guys email me your experiences or comment them. I fucking love reading that stuff. It's like, it's friggin' magical. It really is. Even if it's a scary experience, it's so magical that you can even experience it, And you guys gave me so much love with that video that I shared that is on Patreon. And thank you so much for sharing your experiences, your advice, and your love, It was amazing. But the thing that really got me wasn't even anything about Lincoln. It was when I learned about Mary Todd, because I never knew shit about her. And I'm like, I was getting migraines, and I think she had a stroke. That's how she actually passed, but she had severe migraines. She battled with severe grief, which is why she would hide away, and people thought she was the crazy lady and all this stuff. Oh, my hand. I think my pinky hurt. Like, I just want to do this because it's just my pinky that hurts though. It's not this finger, but when you put your pinky down, the other one goes down. Anyways, I don't know what that's about. What the pinky thing's about. Yeah, that was just really weird. And that's the type of stuff I'm talking about, where weird shit like that could come to you. And whether it's come to you in the past, coming to you currently, or coming up in the future, and you might go, what the fuck's the point of this? Like, why am I picking up on that? Or why would I feel that? Who is it? And then when you find out who it is, say it's a celebrity or something, or someone in history, and you're just like, well, what's the point of this? It's to show you personally. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It has to do with building your confidence and showing you that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Do you know what I mean? That's why that stuff comes up. And sometimes when you're ready, when you're strong enough, when you're prepared, if there is an actual case going on, if you have that confidence within yourself, you can deliver certain information, whether people listen to it or not. You never know. It could be the key to solving some situation down the line. You know what I mean? That's not for everyone, just saying, but that's in here. Healer, yeah, because I'm talking to a fucking healer. It's like no matter how devastating messages can be, how difficult they can feel, or how hard it is to say, it's all for healing purposes. You're a born leader, whoever you are. It's all for healing purposes. I just want to say anything that was said and done was all done with love, and it was all for healing purposes. And usually when I get in that whole like chastise energy, that ain't coming from me, because you know, you guys live your best life, do whatever you want kind of thing. You don't have to take advice from me or from anyone. You do you, boo. You know what I mean? Spirit's the one that likes to deliver those messages. The road less traveled. Boom, there it is again. Take a chance. There's change ahead. Change. There's magical fucking change going on here that I feel like you feel. You sense it. I honestly want to say, I feel like for you guys personally in your own lives, if you're picking up on this magical shift, these changes, you know what the change is. You just might not believe it, or it would be like if you had a dream, like say you have psychic dreams, but not all your dreams are psychic dreams, because that's just how it works. Some are, some aren't. And you have a dream that you won the lottery, and you're just like, I hope that's a fucking psychic one. You know what I mean? But you know, like logically you go, that was just a dream, because everyone dreams about fun stuff like that sometimes. But it would be like you second guessing it. But it's actually true. That was one of your psychic dreams, or that was one of, you know, because a lot of times we like to downplay things for ourselves, because it's harder to believe it when it's close to home, whether it's good or bad. There's something good coming in, a beautiful change for some of you that you already know what it is. You're just going, I'll believe it when I fucking see it. You know what I mean? But if you felt whatever this is for somebody else, you would be adamant on going, hey, this is what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, I totally feel it. But when it pertains to the self, it's harder to do that. So I kind of feel like the ego getting in the way here, which is totally normal, because we're freaking human. But something beautiful's coming in, you know what it is. Even if you're sitting here scratching your head, if you felt that way at one time, now is the time, because your manifestations are coming in. Like, you're bringing this to fruition. You're making this happen. There's a significance with a compass as well. I don't know if it's like, you know, just when you're out in the woods hunting and, you know, whatever, hiking, and you have a compass, or isn't a compass a car as well? Maybe somebody drives a compass. Is that a Subaru or an Alp? I don't fucking know. A compass. But that's about direction, finding your true north. I just drew that the other day, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It started off as a star. It actually kind of looked like this, and I didn't even remember that was there. Did I draw the circle? No, I didn't. I just drew this middle piece, and then I drew an N at the top for north. You're being led towards something, towards these changes. And what's weird is I didn't put like north, south, east, west. I just put north, like your true north. You're being led to right where you need to be. Yeah, you're being guided, and you're strong enough to take this chance. All right. I'm looking at the little lamb, okay? Or sheep, whatever. But it's a lamb in here, and it's like leading a lamb to slaughter is what popped in my head when I was tapping on that. But it doesn't, I don't feel like Spirit's leading you like to a trap or anything like that. But I do feel like that has happened to you in the past. With misguided information, lack of understanding, confusion with your intuition, because this feels like spiritual guidance, okay? So if you're in that energy, like, what the fuck is going on? You're gonna be, your compass is gonna go all over the place, just like in Pirates of the Caribbean when Jack Sparrow doesn't know what the fuck he wants, basically, or something's going on, whatever it is, he can't, it won't work for him because it leads you to what you truly love or want or whatever, what you truly want. And I don't think he truly wanted to find the land of the dead. Wasn't that what it was? Or David, I can't remember which one. There's so many fucking movies. But anyways, he didn't really want to find what he needed to. But he knew that Elizabeth wanted to find fucking true love, basically. So he gave the compass to her, and it led them right to where they needed to be, basically, because she knew she had direction. Okay, I'm seeing this different now that I said it like that. It's like handing the compass off to somebody else who has direction because they're lost. And I did say that with the Devil card in the beginning and the road less traveled with experiences in unknown direction. Someone was feeling lost. I kind of feel like you were feeling lost and confused, or maybe not lost, but confused as fuck with that unhealthy energy because someone was lost and they handed you the compass. They were moving through you. You were a guide to someone that you didn't even realize you were guiding. They were guiding you. Because with the whole leading the lamb to slaughter thing, that's a problem, you know? I almost feel like someone was intuitively leading you to a problem. Down the wrong path. Maybe they stole your compass, just saying. But in doing so, it's almost like it's cyclical. Oh, the spiral thing, the spiral effect. That's what I said in the beginning. That's what it's making me think of. The spiraled out of control for one, but it feels like through trying to lead you to your demise, to a problem, to the end, to whatever, the wrong direction, it actually turned around and guided them in the right direction as well as yourself. I don't know if that makes a lick of sense, but you combated that energy is what I want to say. Because where you were led only helped you. That's what I just heard. Justice, and that's the justice in this situation. Because where you were led, what other people said, whatever happened here, it basically got turned around because it was more beneficial to you than anything else. Because you needed to grow. It's like when somebody pushes you when you're not ready. You know, like you want to be ready for something, to take this chance, this risk, to do whatever. It's like, I'm ready for this. Yes, I am. But you're still kind of hesitant. It's like sometimes crappy people, negative energy can give us the push. And it is scary. But I feel like you kind of got pushed by the wrong people, by the wrong energy. We'll leave it at that. For your benefit. It's like the devil was on your side, working for you the whole time, unbeknownst to him. Because in this justice card, That's the balance. The dark and the light. Your shadow side and, your light side, basically. So when you close your eyes, you can see in the dark. You can see what's hidden, but you can also see the darkness. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can see through, how do I want to say it? Like, you can see through people's masks and intentions. You know what's making me think of is like, okay, I don't know if this was ever in a movie or not, but regardless of keeping your eyes closed, say you see everything from a positive perspective because that's how you live your life, that's who you are, whatever. So it's like you want to see the best in people, you want to see the best in situations, because why do you want to be a negative Nancy or negative Nick? You know what I mean? So that's how you live day to day. And someone took advantage of that because that's in here definitely somewhere down the line. But because you're balanced within yourself, or because you had to face your shadow side in some way, shape, or form, regardless of anyone else, you just had to deal with your own inner, that crap, because we all got to do it. You faced it. You healed from it. You're stronger because of it. That's a personal thing for you. So it's like you get a little bit stronger every day through this process. Somebody took advantage of you while you were probably going through this process or right after you did. So you're still kind of in that hesitant, weakened state, but you're stronger than you once were, which is good. I'm talking about past. So you see everything all happy. And you got your little glasses. You put them on. It's almost like, I don't know if it was in The Matrix or what the fuck movie this was in. Maybe it was in Sherlock Holmes. Didn't he have the funky glasses? Or was that National Treasure? I got all these movies in my head all of a sudden. But anyways, fucking glasses that change your point of view, okay? I'm picturing red glasses. I don't know why. But anyways, like red lenses. And they almost look like the Elton John ones, the circles. So you put them on, like say, okay, you put them on and now you can see what's being hidden behind an illusion or what's being hidden behind your positive perspective, because you can see the darkness. You're not blind to it. So if someone's looking at you and they're all like friendly and wonderful, you put those glasses on and their eyes turn black and you're like, oh, I know what's in there. You're a two-faced bitch, or just a situation where you can see a rose garden and trees blooming and the sun shining, birds are chirping, and then you put the glasses on and the birds are falling from the sky and they're dead and the flowers have been dead and gone forever and it's just like a wasteland and it's like, am I seeing the future? What the fuck is this? Which is kind of what it is if you think about it, especially if we're talking about a landscape, because seasonal, that shit happens, but it's seeing through what you want to see to find the truth, which is kind of where this clairvoyance energy is coming in. Seeing beyond that. And I feel like you saw beyond people and situations with whatever happened here. And you still can. That might freak people out, just saying. I feel like I can just look into your eyes and it's like getting a whole commentary. Like you speak full sentences to me without saying a fucking word, which is telepathic communication, but it's having that understanding, even if you don't say anything, and not using it for evil, I think I've chitter-chatted on here a little too long, so I'm just gonna, pull one of these, and then I'm gonna go, oh, there's the tower, that I'm leaving it on the tower, boom. Something's coming in for someone, and it's words. Someone's got something to say. They feel divided, which is kind of funny. Well, the Knight of Swords is still there, so someone has something to say. I also feel like in this situation, you were pretty brave, and you were going against the natural flow of things, and not the natural flow of things because it doesn't feel fucking natural. You were going against the flow. Because now I'm seeing a river rushing, and it's like, obviously it'd be so much easier to get in the raft and just, just go with the flow, basically. But I feel like for some reason it was necessary for you to fight against the current. Because the flow wasn't for you. It's almost like doing the opposite of what people expect. It's kind of what it feels like. But someone has something to say, and I'm gonna actually look at that right quick. But what I want to show you in this card is, look, this person's divided, like mind blown, probably because of something that was being said, because you go against the grain, basically. But look, it's the same thing. It's two halves. Could be a Scorpio involved, Libra, Leo, not necessarily. Aries, or Aries, I guess. I was gonna say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but oh, well, we have wands under that, so Aries might be in here. Yeah, this is a sudden epiphany because it says flash of insight, and I did start this reading talking about that with like the sword of truth, which is the sword of truth I said was on my wall. That's what I used to call that sword that was my son's. It's in that Patreon video. I talked about that, but the Ace of Swords. It's funny because I call the Ace of Swords the sword of truth now because of that. Yeah, someone's facade is going away. They can't hide. There's a significance with a toe as well. I don't know if it's someone's toe, like dead man's toe. My light just got brighter. Or tow truck, I don't fucking know. Toe. Someone might have feet problems, like feet issues. I don't know if it's foot pain, swollen feet, or like foot fungus. But it feels like whatever these problems are, it pertains to toes. So, or just one. So someone either has like a nail fungus, some type of foot fungus, like athlete's foot, or a broken toe. Sprained toe, just fucking feet hurt, but it feels like it would be around the toe area. Someone deals with like some type of whatever with their feet. The number 5 is significant here, which can represent change, conflict as well, but there's change written all over this reading. Someone just cannot pretend anymore. No one's going to believe their fucking bullshit, and that's just the way it should be. So, someone's been outed. That's what I want to say. I don't want to say they're being outed. I want to say they've already been outed. I keep staring at an airplane as well, so I don't know if this person travels, if they live at a distance, maybe they fly, or they're going to be, one or the other. They're flying when they shouldn't be? What? So someone's gonna get on an airplane when they shouldn't? Why? It doesn't feel like the plane's gonna crash or anything. That's all that feels like. It feels like they're flying when they shouldn't be. So, you know how you normally, you plan a trip. If you're gonna get on a plane, it's because it's planned. Someone's going to have to get on an airplane to fly to someone or to fly to some location because of something unexpected. Because the Tower's about unexpected shit too. When there's a death in the family or an illness or injury, or some type of problem where you need to be around, friends, family, whoever the hell these people are to you. It kind of feels family. So it'd be like someone you were close to like that. Even if they're not blood related, because I feel like I'm hopping on a plane suddenly when I shouldn't have to, or not when I shouldn't have to, when I'm not supposed to. But it doesn't feel like a bad decision. Feels like kind of an emergency or something. That could be coming up for someone. You are my inspiration. That might be what someone wants to say to you. I hope you're not mad at me. Oh yeah, somebody screwed up here. But you're inspiring change within them and within the situation as well. Yeah, because something came to an end. Well, the Tower says that too. Closure and endings of cycles, habits, and relationships. You ended something with someone. You don't talk to them anymore. You don't deal with them anymore, probably because of whatever this is. And even if you, like, say they were really problematic, you might not fully be aware of all the problems they caused. A Pisces could be significant as well. Someone wants to talk to you. They might call or text, but they don't want you to get mad at them. So there is some, that's why this rushed communications here, like, because they got to let their walls down. But they don't really know what to say. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, they don't. They have a lot to say, but they don't really know what to say. They know that you're guarded, for one, but they don't want to give up. But I don't know what to do here. Oh, fuck it, I'm just going to say it. That's why that feels so rushed. And then we have the Knight of Wands at the other end. That's fast action. That's an fuck it moment. Someone's going to have an fuck it moment. And just say something. But it feels like it would be directly to someone specific. This wouldn't be like, oh, I'm just going to randomly tell the whole world something. This is like, fuck it, I'm texting you. That kind of thing. But I love you guys, and I wish you all the best, and I'll talk to you soon.